Hi, I'm Prasenjit Datta, the editor of Business Today, and we'll be discussing the latest issue of the magazine. Our cover story this issue is on the Indian economy and which way is it headed, our Achhe Din back. I have with me Shweta Punj, who has reported and written the story. So Shweta, how did you start your reporting on this story?
Most important question on the minds of everybody, any investor that you meet, any businessman that you meet, they all want to know, are these reforms for real? Is the Indian economy back on track? Because on ground we're seeing some parameters look up. We've seen that inflation has come down, factory output has shown an uptake. So that's of course very encouraging, and we've seen a whole host of announcements in the last 6 months since this government has come into power, which have created a very positive momentum. So that's how we decided to do the story, really figure out that is the Indian economy getting ready for the race. That's what we say on the cover of the story. Now, according to my conversations with economists, with business groups, business delegations, and even professors across the world tell me that the perception about India has changed overnight almost. Everyone's looking at India. So to give credit to this government that they have managed to bring about a turnaround in the perception, and they've been very good in perception management. So fundamentally, how long will it take for things to change? We're looking at a time period of anything between 18 to 24 months. But we are on to a good start, and we can hope that the government does move on very crucial reforms such as GST. They need to crack down on subsidies. That's a huge sore point at the moment. Land acquisition, labor reforms. Now, these are the areas where the government will have to take tough decisions because they do not have an excuse to not take them anymore.
The fact was that quite a few announcements had taken place, but nobody was sure that whether these were going to have an immediate effect or not. And then a host of economic statistics came out, macroeconomic indicators. Some were very encouraging, others were not. When economic indicators look encouraging, the immediate response often is to say that there's a cause and effect. The Modi government has done certain changes and has made some policy decisions, and therefore they're showing up in the economic indicators. But as any professional economist will tell you, there is always a lag between reforms that take place and they're showing up in the indicators. And as Shweta's reporting found out, that some of the short-term encouraging signs that we are seeing has got more to do with luck. Absolutely. And less to do with policy reforms, though the policy reforms that the Modi government has announced will have a very concrete result, as she said, between 18 and 24 months down the line. Shweta, would you like to say some of the lucky things that happened to Modi?
Yeah, so the fact that oil prices have come down, nobody was expecting oil prices to come down to about $80 a barrel. That's a phenomenal stroke of luck for this government. Then we've seen that the world economy is, all the emerging markets are pretty much struggling right now. China is losing its shine, so that makes India as the brightest spot amongst all emerging markets. Then, a lot of companies overseas are very cash rich at the moment. And India seems to be the most favorable investment destination purely because it's a low-cost investment destination. So all these factors combined have worked in India's favor as well.
Which is not to say that, that Modi did not have a hand. I mean, we should not take credit away from his government. The fact also is that while the global economy and the drop of the oil helped him to a huge extent, it is also true that some of the announcements he made, including Make in India and the manufacturing programs and the labor reforms and all, they signaled a willingness to change things on the ground, which in turn created the situation where investors felt confident about bringing their money back to India. While the cover story discusses in great detail about the economy and what are the signs. Two other stories in the same issue provide some degree of independent, I should say, validation that the Indian economy is really looking up. The first is that after many years, private equity funds are finding exits getting better. And Mahesh Nayak's story on private equity funds exiting at a profit shows definitely that the deal making in the country has started moving up again. And then, of course, there's a very nice story on how, after almost 5 years, the business class travel is making its comeback into the country. After 2008, everybody was traveling economy. And now, slowly, the business class travel is coming back to fashion. And that, if nothing else, shows how much the sentiment in this country has improved. Thank you. And there are multiple other stories, of course, too many to narrate at the moment. You might want to pick up the latest issue and read about the rest of them out there.